Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is part 2 of the Warroad basketball doubleheader. The boys got the big win, 73-42 against Crookston in the opener for the doubleheader. And now it's time for the varsity girls basketball team of Warroad to get their chance on the court to take on the Crookston Pirates. We're going to take a quick break and then get ready for our starting lineups for today's contest. We'll be back after a quick 30 seconds.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of Onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
At LifeCare Medical Center, it's our honor and privilege to serve the healthcare needs of our communities here in northern Minnesota. We take great pride in our compassionate staff, dedicated physicians, and wide range of services we provide. Our primary mission is to provide quality care for a healthy life. From birth to elderly, we serve you at every age, caring for generations.
And we're now right into the action. Game 2 of this doubleheader, Crookston versus Warroad. Starting off, Crookston winning the tip-off and going for the quick 2. And not able to get it in. Still rebounded. That was number 33 of Crookston and Grace Bull. And we're going to get a travel called against Crookston. So Warroad's going to get the possession. Warroad starting lineup. Number 1, Danica Gustafson. Number 13, Kimberly Rogers. Number 20, Libby Olafson. Number 22, Atlee Larson. And number 24, Natalie Hami. Rogers passes it over to Hami. Hami over to Gustafson. Gustafson's going to make it around the arc. She passes it to Atlee Larson. Larson, she's going to find a screen and try and get around to an open shot. She's instead going to pass it to Gustafson. Gustafson's going to go up, and that's going to be just short. It looked like it might have been tipped off, so it's going to be stolen away by Crookston. That's number 23, Chloe Bull, getting the pass over to number 33, Grace Bull. So the two Bull sisters, as that's number 23, Chloe Bull, getting the 3-point shot. And Crookston's going to get, did they not count it? I'm pretty sure that went in. So Crookston gets the 3-point shot to open the scoring here in half number 1. 16:40 left, and that's going to be stolen away by Grace Bull. The Bull sisters immediately trying to come out hot, and that's going to be number 22, Adley Larson, getting the block and a steal for Warroad. She's going to get the pass over to Kimberly Rogers. Rogers over to Gustafson. Gustafson back to Larson. Larson goes for the three. A little too far. That bounces off the far rim and into the hands of number 34, Naomi Johnson. So Grace Bull over to Chloe Bull. And Chloe Bull feeds the needle to 31, Joey Niseth. 16 minutes left, 2-5-0. After Niseth extends the lead for Crookston. So now Warroad hoping to respond. This is number 20, Libby Olafson, trying to get the pass off, and we're going to get a travel called against Warroad. Warroad looking to be in some trouble as they've had a couple of costly penalties that led to turnovers. Chloe Bull to bring it in to her sister, Grace Bull. 15:45 in period number one. High pass just over the reach of Joey Niseth. So that's going to be Warrior ball after the turnover, after it goes out of bounds. Kimberly Rogers brings it in to Danica Gustafson. Gustafson passes it to to Larson. Larson over to Hami. That's knocked away and stolen. That was an attempted pass to Mara Heinen. And Chloe Bull is going to hit the hardwood, and she's going to be brushing herself off. That's going to be penalty against number 22, Adley Larson. So Crookston gets the ball. Chloe Bull to bring it up for Crookston. She passes it over to Joey Niseth. And that's going to be Grace Bull to Niseth, now driving to the paint. She goes up for the two. Unable to get it. That's going to be rebounded by Mara Heinen. Heinen, and now Gustafson with the approach for Warroad. She's going to try and get the pass. She gets it to Kimberly Rogers. Rogers knocked away and stolen by Crookston. That's number 31, Joey Niseth with the steal. She passes it to Grace Bull. Grace Bull to Chloe Bull. Almost knocked away. So she's going to pass it back to her sister. Bull over to Niseth. Niseth back to Bull, and that's Grace Bull going for the three. Rebounded by her teammate. I almost said her sister. That was actually her teammate, Madeline Brueggemann. So 5-0. Still Crookston in the lead, and Brueggemann's going to get some free throw attempts to extend that lead now after that foul was called against Kimberly Rogers of Warroad. And the first free throw attempt goes in. Attempt number 2, dialing in for Madeline Brueggemann. And that's up and no good, but almost rebounded by, that's going to be going to the hands of Brueggemann. Brueggemann tries to get the steal. That's number 22, Larson with the steal. She's going to make the approach, makes a move, goes around, and instead of taking a shot, she goes to number 13, Rogers. Rogers tries to get the pass. That's going to go out of bounds and Crookston back in possession. 6-0. Quick start for Crookston here in half number 1. 14:22 left in the half. And it's going to be Chloe Bull bringing it up to get the team going to try and extend this lead some more. She passes it to her sister, Grace Bull. Grace Bull goes up. No good. And that's rebounded by Niseth of Crookston. She's going to get the pass out to Grace Bull. Goes for the three. Nothing but net. Grace Bull, number 33, gets the three. That's a whole lot of threes out on the court now. And Crookston extends now to a 9-0 lead over Warroad. That's going to be Heinen. She's going to try and get the pass to number 24, Natalie Hami, and that's knocked out of her hands, and that goes out of bounds on Hami. So that's going to be Crookston ball once more. These turnovers being a big momentum killer for the home team, Warroad. As Chloe Bull brings it up, she tries to get the pass immediately to her sister, and that pass goes to number 34, Naomi Johnson, and that's knocked away out of bounds on Warroad after the block. So Warroad almost avoids a potential double-digit lead, and that's going to be a quick pass. And that's not fair having two sisters on the team. They have that sibling mental connection, mental link. Pass from Grace from Chloe Bowl straight to Grace Bowl for 2. For Grace Bowl to Chloe Bowl. And that's going to be almost another shot for Crookston. Warroad gets the steal. This is Atlee Larson trying to make her charge to the net. She's blocked off by one of the Bull sisters. Gets the pass out to Gustafson. Gustafson. And that's going to be a jump ball called. And they're, I believe, going to give it to Warroad. So Warroad catches a break there after the jump ball is called. It's going to be number 0 of Warroad, Abigail Mayfield, who brings it in. She passes it to Natalie Hami. Hami, she's going to find number 22, Atlee Larson, who goes for the 3, drains it. Atlee Larson, the first on the board for Warroad, getting the 3, and now we have a 8-point game for Crookston. Pass to Grace Bull, who goes for the 3, and that is good. Grace Bull on a roll here, her second 3-point shot of the night. And now it's going to be Gustafson getting the pass over to Atlee Larson. Larson, she finds Hami. Hami, she's going to try and make a move to the net. She goes up for the 2, and they're going to say a shooting foul against Crookston. So Natalie Hami is still going to have an opportunity to get some points here in half number 1. 12:18 left in the half. 3-14. That foul was called against number 25, Madeline Drugerman. First free throw goes in for Hami. Her second attempt coming right up. It is loading up right now. Hami's free throw up and in. Now 14-5, a 9-point game. Warroad needed to make up some ground. The Bull sisters really catching them lacking. That is a 3-point shot by Chloe Bull. No good. Right into the hands of number 23 of Warroad, Olivia Tessier. And that's going to be real quick response. That is number 22, Atlee Larson with the 2. And now 7-14. Pass to number 21. That is Brooklyn Waldo of Crookston getting the 2. So Crookston now with a 16-7 lead. Gustafson, she's going to make a pass to number 24, Natalie Hami. She passes it to Larson then. Larson over to Mayfield. Mayfield finds Danica Gustafson. Gustafson, she's going to try and drive to the net. It looks like there's going to be I think I saw a travel called against Warroad. So that's going to be, oh no, actually they're going to call it against number 33, Grace Bull. So that's going to be Warroad still with the ball, and Larson going for the quick shot. Bounces off the near rim, off the backboard, and into the hands of a Crookston player. That is number 33, Grace Bull. And that's going to be pushing foul against number 0, Mayfield of Warroad. 11-11, make a wish here in half number 1. Because that's the time that is left on the clock for the first half. 7-16. And that's going to be 2 free throw attempts for number 33, Grace Bull. And her first attempt, nothing but net. Smooth sailing as it goes in. She'll have a second attempt now. Coming right up. Hoping to extend the lead to an 11-point lead after the second free throw. This one's up and no good. Rebounded by the Warriors. And they're going to call a jump ball. And they're going to give it to the Warriors. Danica Gustafson to bring it in to Atlee Larson of Warroad. 11:09 left in the first half. A 11-point deficit for Warroad as they get ready for the approach. This is going to be number 24, Hadley Nicholas, trying to drive to net. She passes it to Atlee Larson. Larson, she's going to try and find a teammate to pass to. She finds in the paint number 20, Libby Olafson. Olafson's going to almost lose it. Now there's a scramble on the ground for the ball. And they're going to say jump ball, and that's going to go to Crookston. Once again, these turnovers being very costly for the Warriors today in the second game of the doubleheader. It's going to be Chloe Bull bringing it up for Crookston. She passes it over to Brooklyn Waldall, who gives it, and that's going to be number 31, Joey Nisseth, going up and getting the 2. Nisseth currently has 4 points on the night, as we now have a 20-7 game here in half number 1. Warroad unable to get the response points, and that's going to be a pass to number 25, Madeline Brueggemann. Brueggemann over to one of the Bull sisters, unable to get it back to Brueggemann. Brueggemann passes it to Chloe Bull, who slips for a second, but she's able to keep her footing. Back to Brueggemann. Brueggemann goes for the 3, drains it, and that is now a 23-7 lead for Crookston after the 3-point shot by Brueggemann. She now has 4 points in the game. Long 3-point shot by Larson. No good, bouncing off the near rim, and that goes out of bounds. Crookston ball, and these turnovers still being very costly for the home team. It's going to be Chloe Bull bringing it up. She passes it over to Joey Nisseth. Nisseth over to Brueggemann. Brueggemann goes up for the 2. A little bit of an overshot as that goes into the hands of number 13, Kimberly Rogers. Now it's Atlee Larson. She's making her approach. She's not going to take the screen. Instead, passes it to number 20. That is Libby Olofsson. Olofsson over to number 24, Natalie Hami. Hami tries to go, rebounds her own shot. She gets another opportunity. That one's going to go over the basket and to the other side. And looks like they're going to call a push against, I believe, Crookston. So Warroad still in possession after the push foul. 9:14 left, and we're going to get a timeout called. This timeout called by Warroad. That's going to be their first timeout of the game. 7:23, Warroad trailing with 9:14 left in half number 1. And Warroad really needed to make some big changes offensively and defensively. Needing to try and account for the 2 Bull sisters. And hey, make sure you tune in for the halftime show, because we'll be having Liam Grover of the Warriors boys team talking to us. So Warroad hoping to make a big response here after the timeout, trying to regather themselves and get a clear head as they get into the rest of this game. And that's the buzzer letting us know, hey, let's get back into the action now. Enough chit-chat. We got some action to get to here on yourliveevent.com and KRWB Warroad. And remember, we're going to talk to our Warroad player of the game at the end of the game as well. That, of course, goes to the Warrior player who has been putting in the most grit and the most blood, sweat, and tears into the game. As number 20, Libby Olofsson brings it in. She passes it to Danica Gustafson. Gustafson to Larson. Larson. She then finds Hami. Hami, she's going to try and go up for the 2. Just short. A little bit contested on that shot. So that's going to go into the hands of Crookston. This is Chloe. That's Chloe. I can't just say the last name. Chloe Bull. Who's going to try and go for the 2, but that's going to go out of bounds. Warroad gets the ball back. So 7:23, Warroad trying to avoid getting any bigger than a 10-point lead. As Danica Gustafson makes the approach. It looks like Crookston showing a zone defense play. As that's an attempt at a screen. It's going to be Hami over to Atlee Larson. Larson, she's going to make a move around the arch. She gets the pass over to Rogers. Rogers is going to try and power her way towards the basket. She's going to have to regroup and come back outside of the arch. She gets the pass over to Natalie Hami. Less than 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 5 seconds out. That pass to Larson is going to go out of bounds. So that's going to be Crookston ball. Chloe Bowl going to be the one to bring it in. They're going to bring back in her sister, Grace Bowl, subbing out number 24, Hallie Nicholas. Grace Bowl to be the one to make the approach. Grace Bowl, only a freshman, playing varsity alongside her sister, who's a junior. So there's going to be one more year of the Bowl sisters playing on the court, as that's going to be a shot just short, bouncing off the near rim by number 25. This time it's going to be Grace Bowl, and Grace Bowl drains a three-pointer. Grace Bowl making her case as the highest scorer in this game. She has three-point shots for 9 points in the contest. As Gustafson's going to get the pass over to Larson. Larson, she's going to try and get it over to number 20, Olafson. Olafson passes that to Hami. Hami to Larson. Larson's going to make a drive at the net. She goes up, tries to go behind the back. She's frustrated as Warroad. Oh, wait, no, Larson gets a steal. She's going to go up for the 2, layup, and what a play. Adley Larson responding immediately. She had she went for the behind the back layup, and that was no good. But then she immediately responded with a steal and 2 points. She's been playing her heart out in today's game. Currently leading the Warriors in the contest. That's number 21 from Brooklyn Waldo. Gets the pass out to number 23. And that is Chloe Bull getting the 3-point shot off. And Warroad trying to find a way to respond against the Bull sisters as Adley Larson. She's going to make a drive of the net. She passes out. That's a 3-point shot by number 24 of Warroad, Natalie Hami. But her shot goes into the hands of Crookston. As Brooklyn Waldo makes the approach, she passes to Grace Bull. Bull over to number 25, Brueggemann. Brueggemann to Bull. Bull to Bull. And that's going to be number 33, Grace Bull. You guessed it, another 3-point shot for the girl. She currently has 14 on the night. And 3-point attempt by Larson. That's going to bounce off the rim, off the backboard, and into the hands of number 21, Brooklyn Waldo. Waldo is going to make an approach. He passes it over to Brueggemann. Brueggemann's going to make a drive for the net. Then pass it to Chloe Bull. Bull all the way across to Grace Bull. She makes a move. Goes up for the 2. No good. Rebounded by, it looks like a jump ball, actually. As that was number 20, Libby Olafson. And number 25, Madeline Brueggemann, wrestling for the ball. And Olsen ended up throwing Brueggemann to the ground, fighting for the ball. 5:33 left in half number 1. 32-9, Crookston in the lead. And it's going to be Danica Gustafson making the approach for Warroad. She passes it to Olivia Tessier. It's going to be number 41. That's Mara Heinen going up and getting the 2 for Warroad. What a play. She just powerhoused her way to the net. And that's going to be number 24, Hallie Nicholas, going for the 3-point shot. And that's going to be off the far rim and out of bounds. So Warroad gets the ball back 11-32. As my camera person is coughing, please don't get me sick now. It's almost the weekend. 5 minutes left in half number 1. Pass to Heinen. Heinen, she's going to try and get another powerful play to the net. Unlucky bounce off the rim. Goes back to Crookston. So it's still 11:32 in the game. That's number 25, Madeline Brueggemann. Gets the pass over to Brooklyn Waldo. Waldo tries to get a high pass over to Nora Groven. A little too out of her reach as that goes out of bounds. Warroad gets the ball right back and hoping to get some responses off of these turnovers. As Danica Gustafson, she's going to try and make a move around. She gets the pass to Heinen. Heinen, she's going to go for the 2. Unlucky bounce off the backboard. Goes straight to the hands of Madeline Brueggemann of the Pirates. Brueggemann's going to get the pass over to number 34. That's Naomi Johnson, passing it to Waldo. Waldo goes for the shot. Rebounded by Brueggemann, but there's a fight for the ball. That's going to be jump ball given to Crookston. Madeline Brueggemann, she's going to bring it in. 4:16 left in half number one. Warriors trailing 11-32. And looks like the Bull sisters are going to be subbed back in. And it's going to be Grace Bull bringing it in as Brueggemann gets subbed out. Grace Bull, she's going to find Naomi Johnson. Johnson over to number 24. And that's Allie Nicholas getting a 3-point shot for Crookston. That is her first points of the game in this contest. And that's going to be stolen away by Crookston. So 11:35, Grace Bull, great catch, staying in bounds after a deep pass. She's going to move back out and get a 3-point shot. And that, I kid you not, that is now 5 3-pointers for Grace Bull of Crookston. Absolute insane performance. 17 points here in half number one. 3:41 left in the first half, and that's going to be a foul against the Pirates. So Warroad is going to get the ball. It's going to be number 23, Olivia Tessier. Nope, it's actually going to be number 41, Mara Heinen, who's going to bring it in. She's going to get the pass over to number 2, Ruby Hodney. And her shot goes into the hands of Crookston, but that's going to be a travel called against Chloe Bull. So that's going to go right back to the Warriors after the rebound. Chloe Bull, a little upset about that one. She had a full head of steam. She's thinking, oh, I'm going to take it coast to coast. Instead, the travel had other ideas. Abigail Mayfield, she's going to try and bring it in. She gets a deep pass to Danica Gustafson. She's going to now drive. Nope, she passes it to Olivia Tessier. Tessier goes up for the shot, bounces off the rim, right to the hands of Gustafson. Gustafson goes for her own two, a little too short, and that's going to be out of bounds on Warroad. So Crookston gets it right back. 3:25 left in half number one. Crookston with the lead, 38-11. Chloe Bull passes it to number 34, Naomi Johnson. Johnson across the court to Grace Bull. Now it's going to be Johnson back to Chloe Bull to Grace Bull. Bull, she makes a move, goes for the three. This be another 3-point shot, and she finally misses on the 3-point. That one just a little short. It looks like she tried to take a step back into the shot, and that's going to be out of bounds, though, against the Warriors. And it's going to be a repeat of a previous play, as that's a very quick pass to Chloe Bull, who goes up and gets the 2. Chloe Bull with 10 points on the night. She finally reaches the double digits is because her sister has been taking all of the 3-pointers. And looks like we're going to get another travel called against Chloe Bull. So that's going to be Warriors with the ball. 11-40 here in half number one. 2:53 left in the half. As Mayfield gets a pass out to number 23, Olivia Tessier. Tessier to Larson. Larson, she's going to go for the 3. And that's going to be off the back of the rim and into the hands of Hallie Nicholas. Nicholas passes it to Grace Bull. Grace Bull to Chloe Bull. Chloe Bull makes a drive to the net. Nope, she passes it to her sister. And Grace Bull, she's unable to get that in. That's going to be out on the Warriors. And so that's going to be Crookston still in possession. 11:40 now in half number one. 2:33 left. Grace Bull, she's going to maybe look for her sister. No, she finds Hallie Nicholas. Nicholas goes for the 3. Rebounded by the Warriors. And that's going to be number 24, Natalie Hami with the rebound. Adley Larson, nice pass to number 0, Abigail Mayfield. Mayfield not able to get the layup, and that's going to be out of bounds on number 24, Hami, who tries to get the rebound, but goes out of bounds. 2:19 left now in half number one. Warroad trailing 11-40 as Chloe Bull brings the ball up. She passes it to her sister. Grace Bull gets the pass over to number 31, Joey Niseth. Niseth over to Chloe. Chloe Bull to Hallie Nicholas. Nicholas, it's the pass over to Naomi Johnson, but her shot, she tries to power through a bunch of Warroad defenders, but that shot goes into the hands of Warroad, and that pass from Larson to Hami goes out of bounds. Hami unable to get a grip on the ball. So 1:50 left in half number one. Warroad trailing 11-40. Chloe Bowl gets the pass over to Joey Nisseth, and Nisseth's pass goes way out of reach of Naomi Johnson going on the bounce. So Warroad gets it right back. 1:40, and we're going to get some quick substitutions as Crookston brings in number 21, Brooklyn Waldall, and that looks like number 24, 25, Madeline Brueggemann. Atlee Larson, she's going to try and make a move to the net. She goes up and gets the 2 layup. Atlee Larson trying to put the team on her back today. She's at 9. One more away from the double digits. Pass to Chloe Bull over to Brooklyn Waldall. Waldall tries to get the shot over, but that's rebounded by the Warriors. This is going to be Gustafson. She's going to try and make a move to the net. She's going to pass it to Larson. Larson goes for the shot, bounces off the near rim, and goes into the hands of Joey Nisseth. Nisseth, she's making a move to the net. She passes it over to her teammate. That is number 21, Brooklyn Waldall. She gets the pass over to Chloe Bull over to Nisseth. Nisseth over to Bull. Chloe Bull threading the needle to Nisseth once more. Nisseth goes for the 3-point shot, but that gets into the hands of number 24, Natalie Hami of the Warriors. Now it's Larson going up for the 2. That shot goes in back to Crookston. Madeline Brueggemann. Pass to number 31. Now this is going to be a 3-point shot by Chloe Bull, and that shot just a little under. Goes out of bounds, so 18 seconds left in half number 1. Warroad trying to get a couple more points off. 13-40, Warroad trailing. And looks like Larson gets the pass over to Mayfield. Mayfield's going to try and get it back to Larson. Larson, short time, 5 seconds left in the half. She passes it to number 24, Natalie Hami, to Gustafson. Gustafson tries to get the shot off. That's knocked. Looks like that shot got blocked by number 21, Brooklyn Waldall. And that goes right to the hands of Crookston. And that's going to end half number 1. Warroad trailing 13-40 at the half. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back to get ready for half number 2. It is halftime, you guys. Warroad trailing 13-40 here at home.
Caring close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer. Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music.
Countdown there on the screen. Welcome back. We are live here for our halftime show. This is my first time being on camera, so this is a little new to me. Probably nothing new for you. Liam Grover of the Warroad Boys varsity basketball team had a big win today against Crookston to start off this doubleheader. And not only that, but you were the leading scorer with 17 points, and you also reached the 1,000 point mark for your career. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So coming into today to the game, was that something you were kind of aware of?
No, I actually had no idea. So when I got that one, it obviously was kind of a shocker, you know?
Really? You just going for that opening free throw, and it's just like you make it in, and all of a sudden they blow the buzzer, had to stop the game. And it's like, hey, you got 1,000 points, man.
Yeah, it felt good. Felt good.
And then going in for another free throw to make it 1,001, and now you're at 1,016. So I guess is there a goal after 1,000?
Yeah, there's always that goal. My brother, he's pretty far up there. He's got like 1,000, like 300 or something. So it's obviously trying, beat him. We kind of got a little rivalry going.
Of course. I mean, you gotta love a classic sibling rivalry. So what was probably the biggest contributor to the big win today against Crookston?
Our coaches really push that fast tempo, and it really helps. So we're very conditioned, and we love to push the floor. We just get the ball up there, and obviously like to wear down the other team. So we obviously had a tough start to the first half, but in that second half, all that conditioning just really comes into play nice when we can just push the floor and just keep attacking.
Yeah, I remember talking to your coach after the game, and one thing he mentioned was kind of having a little bit of deja vu from that previous game where you guys were down at halftime before winning it 90-66. Were you kind of having that same deja vu out there?
Yeah, a little bit. It's tough when it's close at the start because you really just want to run them off the floor, but you just have to be patient and stay calm. And when you're calm, you just do your best, and then you really get ahead.
Oh yeah, and I mean, for one, you didn't have to end the half, trailing in that game. In fact, you were starting to pull away a little towards the end. What was the big change? What was the big adjustment that led to you guys finding more and more success with those turnovers and with getting those points off?
Yeah, we always like to talk it out at halftime, just between teammates. Like obviously the coaches, they push stuff through, but just communication between teammates to know that, we got each other's backs and that we just got to be there together and really just give it our all together. Because if everyone gives it their all, then there's no one that's going to stop us.
Yeah. And so what are you guys going to be working on? Because kind of a short week. You're going to be back on the court on Monday. And so a very busy week, in fact. So what's going to be the preparation getting ready for that next game?
Yeah, we'll do some shooting over the weekend, but obviously we just need to make sure we keep that tempo and not play anyone else's game. We just need to play our game. And I think if we play our game, we'll just be able to keep pushing that tempo and get lots of just quick and easy points. And that's just our game.
Yeah. And speaking of tempo, one guy I really wanted to make sure I mentioned was Eastwold. Just running all over the court, getting a lot of steals, reaching double digits with 10. And so he seems to be one of those really high energy players on your team.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's Ted. He's scrappy. That's one of our words, actually. One of our team words is to be scrappy because we just like to be aggressive and physical.
Oh, yeah. And then I also noticed that coming off the bench, Hudson Adam, I believe, just one field goal away from getting that double digits as well. Do you think he was kind of thinking about that?
Yeah, obviously he had an injury last year, and he's really beneficial this year. He comes off the bench, but he gives it his all, and he gets lots of rebounds. And he's always getting those big buckets that we need, which is nice.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, congrats on the big win. Congrats on being our star of the game, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Really great performance. And hey, we're going to go into another ad break, and then we'll be back for the second half of the Warriors versus Pirates second half girls varsity basketball.
The Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, egg news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag.
You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Welcome back. It is a little under 2 minutes away from the second half of this varsity girls basketball game between the Warroad Warriors and the Crookston Pirates. Warroad having a bit of a rough time in that first half, dealing with the Bull sisters, Grace and Chloe, as Grace and Chloe Bull both accumulated multiple points. In fact, they totaled, if my numbers are correct, almost 30 points alone in this contest. So those two have been the two players that the Warriors really need to key into as this second half comes in. Warriors trailing 13-40 in the second. And all this stuff now is a big response from the Warriors of Warroad. So we're going to see what happens coming up here on yourliveevent.com and KRWB Warroad. The Warriors are going to be the ones to start with the basket. They have been led by number 22, a ninth grader, Natalie Larson, starting guard for Warroad. It's going to be Kimberly Rogers bringing it in for the Warriors. She gives it to Danica Gustafson. Gustafson over to Natalie Hami. Hami, she finds Larson. Larson, she's going to take the screen. Goes around to the right side, and that's stolen away. And that was Joey Nisseth getting a hand on it and taking it away. Now Gustafson, she's going to try and drive that. That's stolen by number 34, Naomi Johnson. Johnson's going to give it to Chloe Bull. Bull, she's going to get the pass over to number 25, Madeline Brueggemann. Brueggemann, she's going to thread the needle to Naomi Johnson. Johnson over to Grace Bull. Now it's Chloe Bull over to number 31, Joey Nisseth. That's rebounded by the Warriors. 13-40 still. Warriors going to try and respond quickly and be the first to score here in half number 2. That's a pass. That's number 22. Larson going for the 3, rebounded by Grace Bull. Grace Bull is going to get around, and she's going to get the pass over to number 34, Naomi Johnson. Naomi Johnson, threading the needle. That is number 31, Joey Nisseth, going up and getting the 2. So now a 42-13 lead for Crookston. After Joey Nisseth powering into the paint and getting the 2, Larson passes it over to Libby Olafson. Olafson, she finds number 13, Kimberly Rogers. Rogers over to Hami. Hami's going to try and drive to the basket. She gets up. Unlucky bounce. That goes into the hands of Chloe Bull, but she's going to get a jump ball call, and that's going to go to Crookston. 16-22 left in half number 2. Crookston trying to get that 30-point lead. Chloe Bull gets the pass over to her sister, Grace Bull. Grace Bull, she has 5 3-point shots, and that's going to be number 34, Naomi Johnson, going up and getting the 2. Johnson gets her first points of the game. That's a pass over to number 24, Hami. Hami go over to Larson. Larson, she's going to go up for the shot. High and bounces into the hands of number 23, Chloe Bull. Chloe Bull, she's going to try and make a move. That's rebounded by the Warriors. 15-35 into the second half. Larson, she's going to make a move to the basket. That's going to be called out of bounds. So that's going to be Crookston now with possession. They're going to have number 20, Libby Olafson, bring it in. She gets it to Larson. Larson's going to try and make a move. She passes it to Hami. Hami makes her way around to the right side. Over, passes it to Rogers. Rogers to Gustafson. Gustafson's going to try and power her way to the basket. Overshot. That's going to go into the hands of number 34, Naomi Johnson, who rips it away from the hands of a Warrior. Chloe Bull goes up for the shot. No good. Rebounded by number 24, Natalie Hami. Hami gets the pass out to Rogers, who brings it down the sideline. She's going to pass it to Gustafson. Gustafson is going to then take the screen to the left side, spins back around. She passes it over to Rogers. Rogers, she's going to decide to pass it to Gustafson. Gustafson, she calls for a screen. She's going to take it to the left side, passing it out to Larson. Larson goes for the three, and that's going to be nothing but net. Natalie Larson with the three-point shot. She has 12 on the night, and she is one of two Warriors who have scored in this game. 16-44, drive to the net. That is number 25, Rugerman taking the shot. Grace to Chloe, and the Bulls looks like they're actually going to call a travel against Chloe Bull. Took too many steps leading up to her shot. So it's going to be Warroad with possession. 14-22 left in the second half. Warroad trailing 16-44, trying to avoid that 30-point deficit. And actually, they're going to inbound it from the sideline. It's going to be Gustafson bringing it up for Warroad. He's going to take a screen to the left and try and make a way around to the basket. Passes it to Heinen. Heinen, she's going to go up. And unlucky bounce, doesn't go in, but she rebounds her own shot. That is Heinen going up and getting the two. She hits the ground, but she is right back up and hustling down the court. What a play by Mara Heinen of the Warriors. This is Chloe Bull, though, responding immediately. Warriors unable to find an answer for the Bull sisters, who alone have almost scored 30 shots. And what? Lee Larson, sniper, gets the three. What a shot by Adley Larson, leading this team, putting the team on her back. 15 shots. That's going to be out of bounds. 21-46 now. Warroad trying to claw their way back for a huge comeback in this one. 13:30 left in half number 2. Gustafson takes a screen to the left side. She hands it off. That's going to be then passed to Larson. Larson's going to make a move around to the basket. That's swatted away, though. That's 31 of Crookston. Joey Nisseth getting the hand on it. And that's going to be out of bounds on Warroad. So Crookston to inbound the ball. That's going to be 33. Grace Bull to her sister, Chloe Bull, number 23. Chloe Bull is going to make an approach. She tries to thread the needle. Heinen looks like she got a little too aggressive trying to swat away that pass. And that's going to be a foul against Warroad. Heinen, she looks like they were both in good spirits. Heinen, she was saying, hey, I'm sorry about that. And they're both laughing about it. So that's good. And Heinen gets a steal for Warroad. Gustafson almost gets it stolen away by Grace Pohl. Grace Pohl, hot on a tail. That's going to be number 23 for Warroad. Olivia Tessier goes up for the shot. That's rebounded by number 23, Chloe Bull. Chloe Bull, she's got a 3-on-1. She's going to pass it out to her sister. And that's Grace Bull. And you guessed it, another 3-point shot. She's at 20 total, 6 3-pointers for her on the night. And that's going to be a timeout called by Warroad, trailing 21-49 here in half number 2 with 12:40 left. And once again, that timeout called by Warroad. And oh my gosh, what a play. 6 3-point shots for Grace Bull, and she is only a 9th grader. And just an absolutely dangerous combo. Her alongside her sister, Chloe Bull. And the Warriors coming out of the timeout, really needing a big response. Special shout out to Mara Heinen, putting some big efforts in the paint. And then to number 24, Natalie Hami. And of course, to number 22, Atlee Larson of the Warriors, who's been the lead scorer for the team with 15. That's going to be a pass to Gustafson. Gustafson, she's going to get a pass over to Heinen. Heinen, looks like they're going to call a shooting foul against Crookston. So Heiden's still going to have an opportunity to get some shots off with the upcoming free throws. Warroad recognizing that, hey, they have a sniper with Atlee Larson, and then they have that big body center, Mara Heinen, who could get into the paint. Her first free throw attempt does not go in. She has a second attempt, though. This one, and that goes in. Mara Heinen, she has 5 on the night. Grace Bull, she's going to make the approach. She threads the needle. That's a pass, and that was number 33, kind of hitting the ground. Naomi Johnson, as she gets the pass off. Johnson back to number 25, Madeline Brueggemann. Chloe Bull tries to make a way to her net. That's blocked. Heinen ain't getting in the way. Now it's Larson getting the rebound, almost loses it, and great high effort play for number 1, Gustafson, trying to keep it in bounds, but that's going to go out of bounds. 12:05 left in half number 2. Warroad trailing 22-49, needing some big responses as Chloe Bull passes to Grace Bull. This is going to be an open three-point shot by number 25, Brueggemann. That's rebounded by Chloe Bull over to her sister, Grace Bull. She passes it over to number 34, Naomi Johnson. And that's going to be a shot made for Crookston. They reach the 51 mark. 22-51 for Crookston. That shot was made by number 31 of Crookston, Joey Nisseth. And that pass intercepted by Crookston. That was number 34 getting in on the pass. Grace Bull makes a fake. She's going to pass it to her sister, Chloe Bull. Chloe Bull with the 3. And these sisters are absolutely unstoppable. We're going to get another timeout called. Chloe Bull with 15, Grace Bull with 20. And Warroad really need to make some big adjustments as they call a timeout with 11:05 left in half number 2. And I'm trying to remember now the running clock rule in high school basketball. And usually it is 35 points or more to get the running clock rule. 11:05 left. It's going to be Atlee Larson passing it back to Gustafson. Gustafson is going to bring the approach up. She gets the pass to Larson. And Larson drives to the net. That's going to be a shooting foul against Crookston. So Larson's still going to get an opportunity for some points on the board to add to her total. She has 15 already in the contest. That foul was called against number 23, Chloe Bull. And that's her third as well. Third team foul. Larson's first shot up and no good. So Larson's going to get a second attempt now. This is up, and that time it's going to be good. Atlee Larson, Grace Bull, deep pass to her sister, Chloe Bull. She then passes it over. That's a three-point shot attempted and then rebounded by the Warriors. Atlee Larson now. She's going to start the approach on the far side of the court. She passes the hand, and Heinen gets the shot in. What a player she has been for the team. She's at 7 now on the night. Chloe Bull to number 31. That's Joey Nisseth. Nisseth across the baseline. She gets it over. Now Chloe Bull gets the three-point shot off. That's going to be rebounded by Heinen. Heinen, she is a girl with a lot of power and a lot of height. And Larson, she's going to get the pass over. And that's almost tipped away. And Natalie Hami's going to try and drive the net. That's stolen away instead by Naomi Johnson. Deep pass to Grace Bull. Grace Bull, she's not going to take, she's going to slow it down a little. So, and that's going to be a high pass tipped by Heinen. And Heinen, that's going to be out of bounds on Heinen. So Crookston keeps the ball. We're going to get some quick substitutions as Crookston brings in number 24, Hallie Nicholas, as well as number 25, Madeline Brueggemann, and number 21, Brooklyn Waldall. That's a pass. And actually, Nora Groven was one of the players brought in. That's an attempted pass to a teammate trying to thread the needle there. That's almost stolen away by Warroad. And that's going to be a jump ball given to Warroad. So Atlee Larson's going to bring it in. 9:53 left in half number 2. 25-54, Crookston lead. Gustafson's going to bring it up, gets the pass over to Mayfield. Mayfield to Larson. Larson's going to drive to the net. And a little bit of a fumble, trying to go up for the shot. That's stolen away by Brooklyn Waldall. Waldall's going to get the pass. This is Bull over to Groven. Groven's going to give it back to Chloe Bull. Bull over to Hallie Nicholas. Nicholas passes it to Chloe Bull. And that's going to be a shot by Nora Groven. Rebounded by... For a second, it looked like it was going to be a teammate, but instead it's the Warriors getting the rebound. 9:05 left in half number 2. Larson's going to get the ball after the handoff. She's going to find Mayfield, almost loses it, but she recovers and gets the pass. That pass is tipped away, but luckily she has number 13, Kimberly Rogers there. That's Atlee Larson with a long three-point shot, rebounded by number 25, Madeline Brueggemann of Crookston. Crookston's making their way down the court. That's almost coast to coast. Rebounded by Rogers, and that's going to be jump ball given to Crookston, actually. So Crookston gets the jump ball called for them. 25-54, 8:38 left in half number 2. That's going to be stolen by Atlee Larson. Atlee Larson to Gustafson. Gustafson's going to try and go. Knocked away, blocked by Hallie Nicholas. Nicholas is now driving down the court. She gets a pass over to Chloe Bull. Bull to Brooklyn Waldall. Waldall to Bull. Bull. She finds Brueggemann. Brueggemann. Bounce pass to Bull. And that's going to be Groven over to number 24, Hallie Nicholas. Goes for the 3. And we're going to get a jump ball called. And that's going to go to the Warriors after the jump ball. So 8:11 left, 25-54 still. We're going to get a quick substitution as Warroad brings in number 0, Abigail Mayfield, subbing in for number 13, Kimberly Rogers. Mayfield inbounds it to Gustafson. Gustafson, she's going to bring it up for her team. And that's going to be Larson getting the pass. He goes for a deep, deep 3. And not enough juice underneath that one. That's going to be airballed and out of bounds. Crookston gets it right back. I understand the thought process of trying to get that desperation 3-point shot, but sometimes you got to get the shots that you know you can get. And 25-54, that's going to be Chloe Bull going up and getting the 2. And finally, it's been kind of a draw for both teams. But Chloe Bull ends up adding another to their total. 56-25. Warroad trailing. Larson able to prevent the turnover and almost losing it. Larson running into one of her teammates as she was trying to make a play and ends up losing it. That goes out of bounds and goes to Crookston after it goes out of bounds. 7:26 left in half number 2. 25-56, Crookston in the lead. Chloe Bull to bring it up and lead the team to some more points. This is number 22, Tegan Fanflick. And that's almost stolen away by Larson. Larson's unable to get it away from Chloe Bull. Bull all the way across the court. Grace Bull with the 3-point shot. You have got to be kidding me. 7 3-pointers for Grace Bull on the night. 23 total, and that's going to be number 20 over to number 13, Rogers. Gustafson's pass to Mayfield gets tipped away. We're going to get a jump ball, and that's going to go to Crookston after the jump ball. 6:48 left in half number 2, and we're going to get a timeout called by Warroad. And this is either their second to last or their last timeout of the game. With 6:48 left, Warroad trailing 25-59. And one more point here will force the running clock for Crookston. So, hey, we're gonna see what happens. How the Warriors decide to respond. It is short time here. They're gonna need a huge rally of points, and we're gonna see what happens. They really need to find a way to. They also really need an answer for those two Bull sisters. They have been an issue for this Warroad team. So once again, Warroad trailing 25-59 at home against Crookston. Crookston relying on the willpower of the Bull sisters, who combined they have 40 points together. Grace Bull with 23, Chloe Bull with 17. As it's going to be Grace Bull bringing it in to Chloe. Chloe is going to start the approach. The junior is going to be one-on-one with Gustafson. She passes it over. That's going to be number 22, Tegan Fanflick. Going for the three. That's rebounded by the Warriors. Now it's Larson. She's going to try and make a move. She's one-on-one with Chloe Bull. She's going to try and get the pass over to number 20. That's Libby Olafson. And Olafson almost stolen away by Chloe Bull. That's going to be jump ball. And that's going to go to Crookston. Or, no, actually, it's going to be Warrior ball after the jump ball. 6:26 left. 6:26. Hey, that's a number for Stitch. Who's going to watch the live action adaptation? Not me. 6:20 now. Larson goes up for the two. A little too far outside, away from the net. That's going to be rebounded and then knocked out of bounds by a Warrior defender. 6:16 left now in half number 2. 25-59. Warriors trying to avoid the running clock as Mayfield, she's going to try and get a drive to the net. Passes it. Gustafson gets the ball, takes the screen to the right side. She goes up. Gustafson gets the shot off. That's her first points of the night. We have 27-59 now in half number 2. 5:55 left in the half. Ball over to number 24, Nicholas. That's Nicholas to number 14, Alyssa Johnson. That's her shot rebounded by the Warriors. 5:40 left in the second half. Larson, she finds Mayfield. Mayfield's going to pass it to Gustin. Gustin goes for the three, and that's going to be off off the inside rim into the hands of number 33, Grace Bull. Grace Bull, deep pass. Chloe Bull back to number 22, Tegan Fanflick. And that's going to be back to Grace Bull. Grace Bull, she finds number 24, Hallie Nicholas. Nicholas back to Grace Bull. Grace Bull to number 22. That's Tegan Fanflick. She gets the three. Tegan Fanflick, she gets her first points of the night off a three-point shot. These three-pointers really just getting at the Warriors today. 62-27 now, and I think we have reached the running clock as Gustafson gets the ball. She's going to get the pass over to number 20, Libby Olafson. Olafson to Rogers. Rogers goes for the shot. Unlucky bounce into the hands of a Pirate defender. That's going to be rebounded. Jump. Oh, no, travel, actually. So Warroad gets to keep it. 4:48, as Warroad or Crookston gets a whole lot of subs into the game. I'm seeing number 34, Naomi Johnson. Number 31, Joey Nisseth. And number 10, Nora Groven. That pass is tipped away by Tegan Fanflick. So Warroad keeps the ball. 4:34 left. 4:30 and counting, as we do have a running clock being charged. Warroad trying to get some quick substitutions in. They're going to bring in number 24 and number 41. That is Natalie Hami and Mara Heinen. And Larson going for a super deep three, bouncing off the rim, and that's going to go out. Larson trying to make some plays, going for those deep threes. 4 minutes left in half number 2. Still a running clock. Crookston likely to be taking their time now to just let the clock run out. And that's going to be a pass to Alyssa Johnson. Johnson tries to thread the needle along the baseline. That's going to go out of bounds, though. Bouncing off of a Warroad player, so that's still going to be Crookston in possession. As Groven, she's going to try and get the pass in. She finds number 31. That's 31 to 34. And Johnson tries to go for the shot, rebounded by the Warriors. Now it's Larson. She's one-on-one with Joey Niseth. That's a attempted pass to Heinen. Heinen unable to get it, and that's going to be almost stolen away by number 34, Naomi Johnson. We're going to get a jump ball. I think Crookston still in possession. 3:10 left in half number 2. Clock still ticking as Joey Niseth brings it in to number 22, Tegan Fanflick. Fanflick back to Niseth. Niseth gets the pass over to Naomi Johnson. Johnson threads the needle. This is going to be Groven going for the 3. Bounces off the inside rim, and that's going to be out of bounds against the Warriors, as it was number 24, Natalie Hami, who was there for the rebound, but she ended up not able to get possession. So that leads to Crookston ball. 2:35 in half number 2. This is going to be number 31, Niseth, trying to go for the basket. That's going to be out of bounds, and Warroad gets the ball back after it goes out of bounds. I'm guessing it was number 34, Naomi Johnson, who it was out on. So Gustafson's going to bring it up. 2:15 left in half number 2. Pass to Heinen. Heinen goes up, unable to get the first shot, but that's Gustafson with the rebound. And that's going to be another jump ball, and they're going to say Warroad possession. 2 minutes left in half number 2. 62-27. And I hate to be the Debbie Downer here, but it does look like Crookston will come away with a win in this one. That is an attempted shot, but they're going to call travel, so that's not going to count for... Or wait, it is going to count. I thought I said a travel. That is correct. It was a travel. So unfortunately, Warroad will not get those points. And we're going to take a quick, just a short break, so that way Tegan Fanflick could tie her shoes. Remember, people, double knot your laces. Joey Niseth, she's going to make it around to the left side. Passes it to Fanflick. Fanflick, she's going to make it around. Pass to Groven. Groven, she's going to find a bunch of her teammates. That's going to be for Alyssa Johnson coming up with it. Goes to the shot. Alyssa Johnson gets the 2. 64-27. 1 minute left here in the second half. Warroad trailing, and that's going to be shot. Goes up, and that's going to be number 24, Natalie Hammond, getting the and one basket. This is going to be her 3rd free throw attempt in the game. That foul was against, and that point does not go. That's going to be a foul against Warroad now. Reaching possibly for Danica Gustafson. And I think, safe to say, Crookston is probably just going to wait it out for this final 30 seconds. Just pass it around, try and just run the clock out. Pass to Fanflick. Fanflick goes to the shot. Overshot into the hands of Warroad. Heinen to number 1, Gustafson. 10 seconds left. Deep pass and just out of reach of Natalie Hami. And that's going to be Crookston ball. And that is also going to be the end of the game. And Crookston gets the win 64-29 over the Warroad Warriors. And once again, it was the Bull sisters, Grace and Chloe, putting up so much damage against the Warroad defense and offense, unable to keep up with them. And it would be number 22, Atlee Larson, leading the Warriors in scoring, but great efforts by number 41, Mara Heinen, putting up a lot of points in the paint, trying to help keep the team in the game. And hey, that's going to be the end of this one. Stay tuned for our post-game show. We're going to get an interview with Miss Larson. And we'll be back after a quick break here on YourLiveEvent.com and KRWB Warroad.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and certain teak shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
At LifeCare Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, LifeCare is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or a career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose LifeCare Medical Center.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and certain teak shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag.
You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag.
You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
And welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Hey, 64-29, Warroad Warriors sadly lose a tough one at home. It was the Bowl sisters, Grace and Chloe Bowl of Crookston, really taking control of the game today, and they ended up accumulating 40 points, them alone, really dominating on the scoreboard. But special shout-outs go out to number 22, Atlee Larson of the Warriors, and number 41 of the Warriors, Mara Heinen. Both of them the top scorers. Atlee Larson with 16, and number 41, Mara Heinen with 7 on the night. And so, hey, we're going to get a chance to talk to Atlee Larson here in just 30 seconds. So, hey, stay tuned for our player interview here on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Joining me here is number 22, Atlee Larson of the Warroad Warriors. A bit of a tough one today. Those Bull sisters, they seem really tough to deal with.
Yeah, they are. The defense is kind of hard to pull it together, but we try to stop them, and they're just good.
Well, I mean, you yourself, you also had a really big night as well, and really trying to lead your team today. And so, I mean, 16 points, a lot of those coming from beyond the arch. That was insane. Even seeing you take some really deep shots there. I'm guessing that's kind of like your biggest role in the team is taking a lot of those 3-point shots.
Yeah, I really go on Caitlin Clark and see what she does and try to do the best I can do.
Have you tried that? Is that what you wear 22 as well?
Yeah.
And ironically, play for a team that is also black and yellow.
Yep.
So big inspiration for you, I see.
Yeah.
And so what are some of the big positives then from today that you guys want to bring into your next game?
Well, our offense is trying to pull it together, and we're trying to get in there, but I say that like some of us just try to keep shooting, and we'll do whatever we can do.
Absolutely. And I also want to give a very special mention to number 41 on your team, Mara Heinen, who, wow, she had some pretty great shots in there. She was there in the paint, really getting into the nitty-gritty parts of things. And so I'm guessing she's also a big player defensively for the team.
Yeah, we just love her with the rebounding and getting the bunnies and trying to shoot as much as she can. And we just try to get in there and do her thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And so with your next game coming up, because after this one, apparently the schedule that I had was wrong when I was talking to the boys coach. So hopefully it's correct for this one. But you guys are taking on Northome Kelliher, correct?
Yeah.
That is correct. That is good to know. And so you guys are going to get the weekend off. What is going to be your big focus for the weekend? Is it going to be trying to rest up and get healthy? Is it going to be getting some more shots out there? What's going to be the big goal for the weekend?
Yeah, just trying to get better, and hopefully some of us are kind of sick, so we're going to try to get better and take them on.
Yeah, there's something going around. I mean, I'm from International Falls, so we got something going on over there.
Yeah.
It's insane. But so, fingers crossed for good health. And like I said, really great game, 16 points, really putting the team on your back there. And so what is really your biggest goal as the season goes on? Because it's still early in the season.
I would say just try to make more than 15 points is really my goal, but just trying to do the best I can. And if I can't do it, just pick myself up.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you had a great game. It was a tough loss, but I wish you guys the very best of luck on Monday when you take on Northome Kelliher. And hey, good luck out there, Caitlin Clark. I mean, Atlee Larson.
Thank you.
All right. And this has been Warroad Sports on YourLiveEvent.com and KRWB Warroad. Thank you guys for joining us. Northome Kelliher, watch out for the Warroad Warriors on girls basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com and KRWB Warroad.